So ito yung example ng isang word analogy question kung hindi pa kayo familiar. So merong either isang blank or dalawang blank na meron kang given ng isang pair, then merong nawawala na isa pang pair or isa dun yung kapartner nung next pair. So halimbawa, ang example dito, nung choice natin, sleep, wake, explore, discover, draw, paint, think, relate, walk, run. So mamaya sagutan natin itong example na to. Pero ang kailangan nyong malaman dito sa word analogies, ang tinetest sa inyo dito is yung pagpa-understanding nyo kung nagigets nyo ba yung relationship logic. Yung relationship ng dalawang words, kung ano yung logic dito, yun din yung i-apply nyo dun sa pangalawang pair natin. Yung logic ng first pair, yung relationship logic ng first pair, i-apply nyo yung same logic between the words dun sa second pair. Importante rin dito yung syntax or yung word order. Hindi pwedeng yung logic dito hindi pwedeng mapagbaliktad. Kung yung unang word, second word, hindi pwedeng yung equivalent nung first word dito is nasa pangalawang blank. Dapat kung ano yung order dito sa first pair, ganoon din yung order sa second pair. So tandaan nyo lang, tinetest sa word analogies is yung logic, relationship, understanding yung logic between the words, the relationship, the two words, and then yung syntax lang. So, sagutan natin tumama yung example na to. Uh, uh, yung how to approach muna, discuss natin. And then yung mga few examples. So, unang-unang approach dito, tandaan nyo lang DTR dito sa word analogies problem. Pinakaunang approach is to define the relationship between the given pair, the words in the given pair. That's the most important step. Define the relationship. Ngayon, pag na-define nyo na yung relationship between the two words dun sa first pair, eliminate, discard nyo na yung iba. Pag na-define nyo na yung relationship, discard nyo na yung iba na hindi nagmamatch dun sa relationship. Okay? Tapos, pag na-discard nyo na yung isang choice, yung ibang choices, i-check nyo kung yung option na natitira, yung napili nyo, nag-fit ba talaga dun sa logic nung DTR. So, define the relationship natin dito. Okay? Kung nag-fit ba yung remaining option, sakto ba yung relationship logic. So, apply natin itong steps na to. So, by the way, before we go to the example, as I mentioned earlier, there could be one or two words missing. So, yung single word analogy, yun yung one word missing, double word, dalawa yung hinahanap. But same approach applies. Kailangan nyo i-define yung relationship logic. So, halimbawa ito, warm, hot, then dalawang blank. So, ito yung mga choices natin. Soft, loud, small, little, slow, fast, downpour, drizzle, bright, dazzling. Okay? So first step, ano yung first step natin? Pinaka-importanting step is to define the relationship. Ano yung relationship between warm and hot? Anong relationship ng warm and hot? Ano yung logical relationship between the two? So isipin nyo, pag sinabing warm, pag sa Tagalog medyo mainit. Parang ganon, di ba? Medyo mainit. Pag sinabing hot, mainit. Mainit talaga. More mainit. So, ibig sabihin, yung logic dito, ito is degree of intensity. Yung logic. Yung warm is less intense than yung hot. Hot is a more intense version ng warm. So, warm is less intense than hot. Yeah, yun yung logic, yun yung relationship degree of mauuna yung less intense and then sunod yung more intense na hot. Kaya ka merong warm and then hot. Okay? Yan yung logic. Tandaan niyo yung logic ha. So yung degree of intensity, less intense, more intense. Yun yung tatandaan natin. Less intense, more intense. Ngayon, tingnan natin yung choices. Eliminate step 2. Eliminate natin yung hindi nagfi-fit. So, letter A, pwede ba tong A? Soft, loud. Soft saka loud. Degree of intensity ba siya? Hindi. Kasi actually, soft loud, ito ay antonyms. Antonyms yung soft loud. Magkaiba, opposite sila. Hindi kagaya ng warm hot, magkaiba lang sila ng intensity. Soft loud, opposite sila. So, hindi pasok yung relationship. Small saka little. Pwede ba tong small saka little? So, small, little, hindi sila pwede kasi small, little are just synonyms. So, hindi sila yung isa hindi mas intense. So, pareho lang sila equivalent ng intensity. So, hindi pwede yung small and little. And then, slow, fast, parang yung letter A, antonyms din to. So, magkaiba sila. Slow saka fast, opposite. Okay. Letter D, pwede ba tong downpour drizzle? Isipin nyo yung downpour drizzle. Pag sinabing drizzle, mahina, ambon lang, di ba? Downpour, umulan ng malakas. Parang pwede, di ba? Degree of intensity. Sabi natin, less intense saka more intense. Right? Less intense, more intense. Yung drizzle, less intense. Ambon lang, mahina lang. Downpour, malakas na ulan. More intense. So, isipin nyo, pwede ba yung D or hindi? Check natin sa chat. Valid ba yung D or hindi? Sige, check natin. No. Hindi siya valid. Bakit hindi siya valid? Sabi natin, dalawa yung kailangan ma-check, right? Yung relationship logic, tama, saka yung syntax. Kasi yung relationship logic, tama yung logic nito. Meron kang less intense, meron kang more intense. Meron kang degree of intensity. Pero, yung syntax niya, hindi tama. So, hindi kailangan pina-follow mo yung syntax. Mauuna muna yung less intense bago yung more intense. Okay? Less intense muna bago more intense. Ito, nauna yung more intense bago yung less intense. Kaya, hindi pwede yung letter D. Kung drizzle, downpour, nauna yung drizzle, pwede siya. Okay? Pero since hindi tama yung syntax, nauna yung downpour, yung more intense, bago yung less intense, hindi siya pwede. So, naiwan na lang bright saka dazzling. So, obviously, ito na yung answer. Pero pag isipin nyo, bright is maliwanag, tapos dazzling, nakakasilaw. Super bright. So, yun yung less intense is yung bright, dazzling is yung more intense. So, valid yung logic, valid din yung syntax. So, bright is maliwanag, then parang warm, hot. So, less intense, more intense. Dazzling is nakakasilaw. So, super bright. So, yun yung degree of intensity. Okay? Next example. Encrypt, secure, shred. Tapos, which one is shred? Conceal, throw, dispose, destroy. First step muna. First step is to define the relationship. Ano bang relationship between encrypt and secure? So, yun yung i-apply natin sa shred and yung blank. Encrypt, secure, anong relationship? So, meron kang action and meron kang purpose. So, yung action mo is to encrypt. I-encrypt yung, halimbawa, password encrypted. Kumbaga, hindi siya nababasa ng, halimbawa, nag-type kayo ng password somewhere, hindi siya nababasa ng machine or something. So, encrypted. Ang purpose ng encrypted is to secure. So, meron kang action, meron kang purpose ng action. Ngayon, therefore, ang hinahanap natin, yung shred na action, ano yung purpose na kapartner niya. So, action, purpose. Yung action shred, hanapin natin yung purpose ng pag-shred. Okay? So, yun yung hanapin natin sa choices. So, conceal hindi pwede. Pag shred, ibig sabihin kasi ng conceal, tinago. Hindi naman ang purpose ng pag-shred itago, right? Kasi pwede namang yung shinred mo nandyan lang, hindi siya nakatago necessarily, right? So minsan, meron ka, yun yung nagpapahirap minsan sa word analogies. Parang pwede yung isang choice, pero hindi ka sure. Yun yung sa word analogy. Pero meron diyang isang choice na talagang sakto, yun yung fit na ng logic. Kasi may ibang logic na parang medyo fit lang pero not exactly. Hindi siya sobrang fit. Parang yung conceal. Conceal is to yung itago, right? So hindi siya fit dun sa shred na purpose. Ano bang purpose ng shred? So hanapin natin dito sa throw, definitely not throw. Ang pinaka nakakalito dito na part is ang shred ba is to dispose or to destroy? Ano bang purpose ng pag-shred? Dispose or destroy? Ang purpose ng shred actually is to destroy, hindi dispose. Bakit hindi dispose? Kasi 'di ba pag nag-shred ka, 'di ba tinatapon mo? Pero isipin nyo, ang shred, ang purpose niya, pwede mo naman i-dispose kahit wala kang shredder, 'di ba? Pwede mo i-dispose. So ang purpose nung kasi na-shred nyo muna bago nyo dispose is para ma-destroy siya before you dispose. Kasi pag dinispose mo yung confidential material sa limbawa, for example sa government, ang pag dinispose mo siya without shredding, hindi mo siya na-destroy. So, not necessarily dispose. You do the disposal after destroying, after shredding, to make sure na yung na-dispose mo walang ma-release na confidential information. So, the main purpose of shred is to destroy, not to dispose or conceal. So, literally destroy the material. So, it's not gonna be usable. Okay? Yung last example natin, so sorry, extended lang tayo a bit, pero yeah, last example na to. So, yung una nating pinakita, practice, improve. Alin dito yung tamang choice? First step is to define the relationship. Yeah, practice, improve. So, ang relationship nito, meron kang practice and as an action word to result. Ano nangyari nung nag-practice ka? Result. So, nung nag-practice ka, ang result mo is improvement or nag-improve ka. So, tignan natin yung choices. Sleep, wake, not exactly. Sleep, you wake kasunod siya ng sleep. Hindi siya yung action to result, right? Kumbaga, hindi siya necessarily nagli-lead to one another, right? So, kumbaga normal sequence to sleep, then wake. So, parang yun yung nagpapalito rito. Medyo fit naman siya, pero hindi siya eksaktong-eksakto dun sa logic. Kasi yung sleep-wake, magkasunod lang siya na action. Pag natulog ka, nagigising ka next. Okay? Pero hindi siya necessarily na nag-action ka kaya ka nagkaroon ng result na to. Okay? So, hindi pwede yung A. Letter B, nag-explore, explore and discover. Pwede ba siya? Explore, discover. Pag nag-explore ka, pwede ka mag-discover. Mukhang promising siya. Balikan natin to mamaya. Okay? Unahin mo natin eliminate yung iba. Si draw, paint, no. Yung draw and so nag-drawing ka, nag-paint ka, basically same ano lang siya, same almost equivalent word. Think, relate, not exactly yung think relate. Bakit hindi yung think relate? Kumbaga para siyang para siyang think relate is more like it's not exactly an action that leads to result. Pag nag-think ka, not necessarily makarelate ka, no? Not necessarily relating is not necessarily a result of thinking. So it's not exactly the logic. So itong walk run, degree of intensity to So walk run, so your action walk doesn't result to run, right? So you run when you run. Walking doesn't result to running. Okay? So again, yung A, ito yung nakakalito lang dito yung A saka yung D slightly. Yung A, minsan yung argument ng iba, well, yung action ng natulog, hindi ba siya magre-result sa magising kasi natulog ka, dapat magre-result siya at nagising. Paano kung hindi ka nagising? Right? That's another argument, right? So hindi necessarily na hindi siya, kumbaga hindi siya saktong-sakto. It's more of a sequence, yung sleep and wake. More of a sequence process. Parang sleep, wake process. Day, night, parang ganun siya. Okay? So, explore, discover, ito yung must fit kasi meron kang action, nag-explore ka, then naka-discover ka ng, yun yung result, is to discover something. Not exactly discover what you desire, but discover what you want to explore, or discover a new thing. So nag-explore ka, you discover a new thing or discover something. So mas fit to yung tong logic na to, practice, explore, improve, discover. So exploring leads to discovering something. So yun yung mas fit na na logic. Okay? Questions?